Konnichiwa YouTube! Welcome back to Archeage Live with your host OnlyOneShinobi, and today I'd like to discuss the disintegration method for leveling alchemy. So this is coming up on YouTube as one of the best and fastest ways to level alchemy. A lot of people are jumping on board this wagon, and I just want to make sure that you're aware of the costs involved in using this method. So today we're going to take a look at the math. We're going to take a look at the auction house, and we're going to see exactly how much it's going to cost you and how likely you are to get a return on that investment in the future. So the first thing to note is that I do mention this method in my most recent alchemy video, which I'm probably going to post today, same time. So think of it as a companion guide on leveling alchemy. I do mention this method. I do think it's useful. I think it's really fast and really convenient, but let's take a look. So you'll notice it's not at the alchemy table, it's at the Archeage workbench, which is just over here. You'll need to go to a major city to find one of these. Whoops, lag. But at the Archeage workbench, you'll see the recipes for disintegration. And we talked about this before. You've probably seen other videos about this. It's becoming known as the fastest way to level your alchemy. Basically, you disintegrate one crystal or one shard into essence. You get 4 shards or 4 essences from it, and it takes 10 labor. You get 10 proficiency, and so you can then combine the dusts into, oops, if you take a look at the dusts, you can take 5 of these and combine them back into shards. So it's an endless process. Not endless, because you lose a little material, but it's a long process, and you get a lot of proficiency very quickly. From one crystal, you get exactly 170 proficiency. So throughout the process of breaking down and recombining, you're getting 170 proficiency from one crystal. Now, you also get 4 leftover dust. And that's where this sort of formula or this equation gets a little bit tricky. I'm not a mathematician. I don't like math. I'm not super good at algebra, so I don't have some fancy formula. But I wrote everything out by hand, and I tested the numbers. So basically, if you want to get 10,000 proficiency from this method alone, it's going to take you about 71 crystals. It doesn't sound like very much. But it can cost quite a bit of money. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a trip over to the auction house and see exactly how much money that's going to cost. Okay, so the auction house, right? If we're going to use the crystals for this method, as I mentioned, we need 71 crystals. I would suggest using the Starlight crystals, Starlight Archeage crystal. I would suggest using the Starlight crystals. They're going to be the cheapest. Right now the price is 70 silver. If you're going to use something like Moonlight, you'll notice it's a lot more expensive. So Moonlight is going to be 9 gold. So Starlight is by far the cheapest one to use. If we're using this, looks like the price right now is 70 silver. This morning when I logged in and I did all the math, it was actually 98 silver. So the price has dropped considerably in the last few hours alone. And the prices for this item are going to fluctuate quite frequently. So you need to keep an eye on the crystals and the prices and buy when they're cheap. You're probably not going to buy all 71 crystals at the same time, which is going to be a little bit of a hassle, but it's going to be worth it if you're going to maximize your gold efficiency. But basically, these are 70 silver a piece. At 90 silver a piece, which is kind of high, but we'll go with the high end. At 90 silver a piece, this is going to cost you roughly 75 gold. So between 70 and 75 gold, you can purchase 70 crystals. Last night when I was on, I think the crystals were only about 50 silver, so as you can see, the prices really will change quite a bit. But 71 crystals, that's about 70 gold. Now, 71 crystals is going to get you to 10k, but you're really not going to see a return on this investment, and that's where the catch comes in here. You're effectively buying proficiency for gold. At the end, when you're done with this entire process and you get to 10k, you're going to have nothing left except for 4 dust. 4 dust. You can sell that dust, sure, but you'll probably use it for the next set of 10,000 points you want. but you'll have 4 dust left over. So the rest of that gold is gone. It's just gone. Any other method to get you to 10k is going to produce some kind of product that you can sell. So the mana pot method, for example, the mana pot method is going to give you Mage's Vapor, I believe. Yeah, Mage's Vapor, which is your tier 1 mana potion. And it's not going to sell for much. I mean, it's not going to sell for much. It's only 11 copper. But you'll see 1,000 here is selling for about 1 gold, right? They do sell. Higher level alchemists need to buy these or make these to make the upgraded potions. So people do need these. There is a demand for these. They will sell. So for 1,000 you're getting 1 gold, right? If you level up completely with potions, you're gonna have what, 20,000 mana potions? So you're gonna have 20 of these. You're gonna make 20 gold back. At the end, you're going to make 20 gold back, whereas if you use the disintegration method, you're going to make 0 gold back, and both methods are going to get you to 10k. Now, even that said, you're thinking, oh, I just want to get to 10k really quickly and start making a profit, right? I want to get to 10,000 because once I get to 10,000, I'm going to make an insane killing on making potions and things, right? Well, the reality is, this is not the beginning of the game. If you were the first person to reach a high level alchemy proficiency, that would be the case. You could sell your potions for an insane amount and make a huge profit in a short amount of time. It was mentioned in one of the videos I watched to use this Dahuda's Bubble, which is the underwater breathing potion. Right, it lets you breathe underwater for 45 minutes. That's amazing. It's great, especially for treasure hunters or aqua farmers or anyone swimming and carrying a trade pack. I don't really know. And you'll notice though that the sell price per item is only 53 silver. It's only 53 silver. That's really not very much. And the total cost to make this, if you're not growing your own materials, if you're buying all of your ingredients on the auction house, the cost to make this is what, about 30 silver per potion. So that's only about 20 silver that you're gonna get on each potion, and then you have to subtract the auction house cut of about 10%, which is about 5 silver, so you're really only making 15 silver per potion. Now if you just spent 150 gold to get your alchemy to 20,000 so you can make this potion, Dahuda's Bubble, thinking that you're going to make an insane return, it's not going to happen. At 15 silver per potion, you're going to have to make, I don't even know how many of these to get your gold back. It's not going to happen quickly. It's just not. And if you make, 10,000 of these, the price of them is going to drop. It's going to drop considerably, so you need to be aware of that. The second thing, at 10,000, if you're only going to 10,000, 75 gold investment seems, well, it seems alright for quick leveling, right? You can make the viscous glossy oil. Viscous, hello. Too many auction house users, great. There we go. Viscous glossy oil. One of these is selling for 11 gold, almost 12 gold. And that sounds great as well, right? Actually, the price of these has gone up since this morning when I did the math, but that sounds great. Basically, the cost of this to make this item is going to cost you about 9 gold if you're buying all of the materials on the auction house. So you're getting roughly, it looks like, what, 3 gold profit at the moment on my server for making one of these. That's 3 gold gone already. At about 12 gold each, you're making what, let's say 3 gold 50 profit, and you need to make 75 gold back. You're going to have to make a large quantity of these to see the return on your investment. If you're making nothing but these all day long, you can see a lot of profit, but I think that's going to be unlikely because the cost to make these is going to be quite high. So unless you have a lot of gold, it's not going to be that likely, right? The third thing that was mentioned in a video I watched were sea breeze essences. There we go. Sea breeze essences are selling for about 1 gold 48 at the moment. And again, the price of these changes quite quickly. A few hours ago, this was only at 50 silver. but they go anywhere between 50 silver and 5 gold sometimes. So at times you'll see a 5 gold per item sell here. But these are going to sell quickly, the prices are going to change quickly, and they cost about 50 silver to make. So again, you're only making about 50 silver or maybe 1 gold profit on these. If you're making 1 gold profit, you're going to have to sell 75 of them. So in a nutshell, I think this method is fantastic for leveling very quickly. You can buy the materials on the auction house, you'll need 71 crystals, and you can get to 10,000 proficiency quickly. It's very fast, but it's going to take a lot of initial investment to do so. And you're not going to see super quick returns on that investment unless you have a large amount of money to throw into the auction house to get those materials back. So, you know, it's going to be, you're basically buying proficiency. You're buying your proficiency, and if you have the money to spend on that, then you should do it. I think it's a great way to do it. If you don't have the money or you're not comfortable with just buying proficiency, the mana potion method is going to be the best for you. You can grow your own mushrooms, you can grow your own medicinal powder, you'll level gathering along the way when you cut up all those mushrooms, and in the end you'll have a product that you can sell on the auction house for a little bit of profit in the long run. It's going to take more time, but you'll make a little bit of money in the process. So really the only thing that we're discussing here is time and money. If you want to go fast, do the disintegration method. If you don't want to spend money, go with the mana potion method. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope everything was understandable. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below, and subscribe for more videos like this, more discussions like this, and let's keep the discussion going. So I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Shinobi out.